Hey, what's up, guys? So, I was doing some personal development today, and I had to share with you guys. So, the book was called 21 Qualities of a Leader, and the chapter I was listening to was all about attitude, 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 attitude. And it said that your attitude determines your altitude. And it said the reason that is because your attitude actually determines your actions. So, if you're not being positive right now, you won't take the right steps and make the right actions to get to where you want to be. So, a lot of people say, well, when I get my six pack or when I lose the weight or whenever, I have a more positive attitude about what I'm doing. But the attitude has to come first. So it made me start thinking about results and how we get results. So we all know you do your two shakes, your tablets and tea. You eat your lean proteins and veggies. Stay away from the carbs, the bread, and the pastas and things like that, and you will have abs. It's very, very simple. But sometimes we slip because we might have things that are not a part of the plan. So you can think about your personal development in the same way. So if you find yourself being a little more negative, if you find yourself thinking defeating thoughts, then you have to continuously get back on your plan and feed yourself something positive. Now, just like if somebody's really, really overweight, it's going to take them a while to get to a six pack or lose 50 or 60 pounds or something like that. So if you're a very, very negative person, it's going to take you a while to transform your thoughts to really turn around your mindset. But it is possible because you know what it takes. A steady diet of feeding yourself something motivational, of feeding yourself something inspirational every single day. And eventually your mindset will turn around to where you have a more positive attitude, which will determine your altitude. So my thoughts today are, why is personal development so important? So when we say personal development, we always talk about what did you listen to, what did you read, or things like that. So you can make it a little more simple and really talk about how are you controlling your thoughts. So in the book, it talked about, are you listening to yourself or are you talking to yourself? So we all have those thoughts of when we think about doing something or accomplishing something. We have those thoughts, that constant voice in our head that's always talking to us. You're tired. You can't do it. That's for other people. You're not going to be successful. All those thoughts are banging around in our heads, all of our heads, everyone the same. Everyone has those thoughts. But the trick is you have to control that thought right in the moment. And the best way to control that thought is to constantly change that thought right there at the root. As soon as it happens, don't let your mind go down a negative path. Stop it right there, right before it gets to that path, and feed your mind something positive, something motivational right there. So instead of listening to yourself, talk to yourself. As soon as your mind says, I can't, you turn it right around and say, yes, I can. As soon as you say, your mind says, I'm tired, you turn it right around and say, no, I'm not. I'm not tired. I can keep going forever. So you control your thoughts, and by controlling your thoughts, you control your attitude. And by controlling your attitude, you control your altitude.